In the last episode, a trading ship has landed, so let's brush up those negotiation skills and let's play Planetbase. We have another freelance food trader. This time we got one with the tomato DNA, which is worth 400 or 580 because he's taking quite a hefty commission. I'm also sorry about that, my throat is doing really weird things. We don't have anything to trade for him, so we'll just dismiss him, I guess. I don't want to buy anything off of him right now. The tomato is something that you probably want to get once you have a massive quantity of colonists, and you definitely need the food. But for now, we're doing fine. Also, they have this. I think they harm their colonists a bit. It's kind of a trade-off. So they're not just the perfect source for food. Although I do think they add a lot of productivity. They won't let your colonists grow a third arm, though. I would like to work with a third arm. You could handle both of those machines at once. It would be great. Okay, also probably should reset my timer again. There we go. This is the last episode I'm going to record for today. Okay, so this is running out of bioplastics now, which is the thing I'm much less concerned about, because as you all know, this is basically growing itself. So this is created by the biologists, and you'll never run out of it, because it doesn't require going outside. You can have those inside all the time. Also, it's probably yeah. Let's build a second airlock as well, or at least this planet. Airlock. Put it over here. Yeah, I think that's a good place for it. I don't want to put it in this plane because the airlock has to be like the dead end. So if I place it here, I can't connect anything around it, so I'd have to build something really weird and rather sophisticated looking probably, but still weird. So yeah, let's not do that. I like how it turns automatically. So this way we'll have a kind of a side entrance, and we can just still build around this way. Okay, there's the laboratory. The first thing we want to build in there for now is the, I think it's called medical lab or something. So it allows you to make medical supplies. And considering we don't have medical bots just yet, medical supplies are something we are going to use up a lot. I mean, you've seen how many, I'm not sure if you kept track, but I think I've seen at least 3 or 4 workers being requiring medical assistance already. So yeah, it's kind of a bad job in the mines. Okay, we're at 19 people. As I said, at 25 I'll probably temporarily stop the landing permission for colony ships. It would be interesting to know how far they have to travel to get to our base. I mean, would that information of kind of the revoked permission reach them before they launch, or would that reach them like on the way and they had to turn around? I don't know. Let's not discuss that any further. But I think that there's no shame in doing or in temporarily stopping to accept colonists if you just can't handle it. Which is, and I do want to stress that, in no way related to anything that happens in global politics for now. Yeah, that's just a game mechanic here that you do need to use at some point, because this might very well collapse your base. Okay. So we still have one free slot in this biodome, so we could still go with another plant. I'm currently not going to. Let's just check the meal maker here. It is working pretty much full time, which is fine. We don't need a second one, I think. I think it will always stop at 3 meals. We might want the second table, though. At some point we probably want the second table. And a second power collector as well. And maybe also a second wind turbine. We could place it over here. Okay, we now have a lab. Look at that crater. That looks nasty. I'm so glad we haven't built there yet. Okay, the lab has been built and it is connected. There we go. It's starting to fill up with oxygen, which happens pleasantly fast. Okay, so we can only build two things here. We can build a workbench, which we will do immediately. It will take a while to build because we do need the bioplastics for it. And we currently have our bioplastics allocated for those two things too. And I believe the game goes chronologically. So it starts with the exterior stuff, or it starts with the order that has been placed first. Although I guess I could prioritize this, which I currently don't want to. I also don't want to build the vitro meat thing, which is the second thing you can build here. The tissue synthesizer, which makes the vitro meat. Because that would distract one of our biologists. And I kind of want them to take care of the plants right here. For now, at least. I mean, they can handle everything remarkably well for now. But yeah, it's always good to have him there and to not keep him, or not give him too many things to do at once. They're not that smart, really. So don't stress him too much. Okay. Also, yeah, how much metal do we have? Let's check that quickly. We have 5 metal and 3 of that are currently in use. Now, I like this. No, three of those are free. So we can use 3 of those. I believe we should do another either solar or wind panel. I can't, well, not wind panel. Either solar or wind generator. I'm not sure what we'll do. I mean, the wind is kind of fluctuating, which is a bit annoying. But it works all the time, if there is wind at least. Whereas the solar panel is just great during the day. And I think I'm going for a wind turbine. We'll do the medium one because we can't afford the big one yet. There's also a even bigger one, but you have to buy that blueprint first. So we have 3 metal. If we do this, come on, like this, we should have this built in no time. Well, probably some time because we have to go all the way around this. And we'll probably also want the second storage unit here. There's another colonist ship. Let's see what we got. Come on, what did you bring us? That looks like 2 workers and an engineer. Nice. There will be a time when we need more engineers too. Engineers are good for making the more advanced things. So they're not only building things, they also make more advanced stuff. Like cyborgs and I think spares and weapons and things like that too. So yeah, you want some engineers too. They're very useful, but not right now. Right now they're only good for making things. Only good for making what was it? Yeah, for building stuff and maintaining stuff. Okay, power storage low. We should be good any moment now. There we go. So the solar panel has picked up. The wind turbine has also been built, and well, somebody should be doing this. Oh, we're still one. Oh, there's the final metal bit being hauled. Okay, this is also not filled up yet, but I think somebody will take care of that soon. Right now everybody is carrying stuff to the construction site, which is fine, mind you. Also, I'm not sure if this requires a biologist or medic. Yeah, it takes a medic, and you need bioplastics too. That's good to know. But yeah, we definitely want that to be done rather sooner than later. Even though it may consume some of our bioplastics. I think medical supplies are also something that sells incredibly well. So if you really have a lot of those to spare, you might as well sell them, and they're worth a fortune. We can actually check at the next trader. And I believe the medical plants are more of a limiting factor here than the bioplastics are. But yeah, this is one medicinal pad might actually have sorted us out for quite a while. So, yeah, this is full and we are having no more starch available. So, is that? No, that's, what are you carrying? Oh, it's an ore. Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure if I should build another processor here. I mean, those seem to be working fine and they seem to be used just fine. But do we have the capacity to make more? That's the big question here. Do we have the workers and everything to make more of those? And to just get things progressing nicely again? I don't know. Also, that's another trading ship. It looks a bit different. And I think that has or that actually tells you what this trader is, what he has in store. I think this is a material merchant. Yeah, raw materials. We could buy things off him. We could also sell him stuff. As you can see here, those are worth 25 a pop. And that's pretty damn great. This is worth 10. We're going to sell him 1. I'm not going to sell him vegetables. I'm going to keep those. Actually, I'm going to sell him 1 of those too. And we'll switch that. Okay, perfect. We'll trade and we'll try to gather up some money. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a merchant who has spares soon, because we may have to buy those. I mean, it would also probably be worth getting some bioplastics of a merchant for now, but we should have those soon enough as well. And if we keep building up stores here of ores and plastics of starch, we will probably build another processor for each of them. But right now I don't see this being necessary. Also, 3 workers in the mine. That means we might actually have to keep our medical supplies on hand. Because as you've seen, the mine is a dangerous place to be. Then again, pretty much every space mining game and every regular mining game should have told you that much. The mine is a dangerous place to be. There are, however, no monsters in there. I have not seen anything like that happen. Well, I guess some of the invaders might have come from the mine, I don't know. But yeah, the mines are reasonably safe in that regard and horribly unsafe in terms of injury risk. Also, you could have actually brought that box with you. I don't see what stopped you, although I guess if you worked in the mine for a few hours, you probably don't want to lift anything heavy for a while. Okay. So right now we're doing fine. We are building up power, and I think this is going to be the last colony ship for a bit of time. Let's check the meal maker quickly. Yeah, it still has 3 meals, so we could do okay with food. Oh no, we only have 24, so I'm gonna wait with stopping more colonists. Also, I think 3 is the maximum amount of workers you can have in the mine. So any additional workers will have to find something to do inside. And I believe they do reasonably well at that. Also note that this place is always a bit low on oxygen, as would be this place, and that's why I built those oxygen generators here and there. Because this, the constant care for those pods, or pads rather, is means this place is going to be rather populated. Also, if you have people looking at those trees and things, it's also adding to the population. Also, this is a very crowded room at night because, as you can see here, we have 8 sleeping places. I might actually increase that at some point. But now I do want to keep my bioplastics around. Yeah, so what was I going with that? Right, so this is a crowded place. This can be crowded, although the airlock is never a problem, really. It's more the fact that people are getting... well, it's a traffic jam. It's a choke point. So, yeah. This is not too populated, so you can put this at the end of a long corridor and you'll generally be fine. Unless it's a big one and you have a lot of injured people, then it might not be. And, yeah, this is also not too crowded. I have to make sure not to build too many corridors branching off of it. And we actually want the second storage unit somewhere over here too. Probably just a small one, but we do want another one. And I think it's also worth to have like a, or to kind of have everything redundant. So we might actually also want a second biodome here and more processing things. I'm not sure if I want a second mine here. I mean, I could put one here. That would be probably a good idea. But right now we just don't have the workers for that. And there we go. People are going to bed. I would like this to be manned all the time. And something that's rather depressing in this game is when you really need that one unit of something, like either metal or bioplastics, for the entire base to keep functioning again, because that one unit would make you, or would get you, a medical supply or a spare part or something that is really just incredibly important for your base at this time. And this is stuck at 99%, and no worker is willing to do this, and they instead go for the metal processor or the mine, although you can switch that off, or just do something. And that's actually one of the times when my when the game is really frustrating, because the AI is kinda dumb. People don't say, yeah, I really need to do this because it is required, it would keep the base from falling apart. They just do whatever the fuck they want. I'm sorry, whatever the hell they want. And yeah, it can be bad. Also, I think the constructor bot is really doing well. He's still an excellent integrity, which is pretty nice. He does need some maintenance though. So if an engineer would make his way over there, at some point we'd be happy. Although right now they have an easier time getting there, which is nice. So we have a second exit, which means we cannot be trapped in. And I believe if this is hit by a meteor, not everything in it is destroyed, although most of it might be destroyed. But yeah, this is probably one of the areas that you do want to definitely protect with a meteor laser. Okay, also I think this is one of the series that has started pretty well. I think the views have been pretty nice. Just from what I saw from the first episode. I recorded this in the a week after the first episode went live, so yeah, it has done pretty decent so far. And I'm trying to, at least I think I'll go for the building something. I think that's what I'm going to dedicate the Friday slot to. Those city builders or just thing builders. Okay, let's break up the episode after this colony ship, because I think that's the last colonists we will take on for a while. I believe they will always have colonists. That's a medic, that's nice. Okay, now we want to stop giving colonists landing permissions, because I do believe the economy is doing okay so far. We have 25 people, and most of them have a job at all times, I suppose. I really didn't check when I said that. But yeah, I suppose. So right now we want to wait for the build-up of resources, and maybe some money too. How are we doing power-wise? We're actually still gaining power. That's nice. So we still want to probably expand on that. So we probably want to get a second power collector and maybe also a second water thing. Just in case. Well, the grid currently is not using up too much. But I think it would be a good idea to have an additional one. How many medics do we have? I think 2 is always a good amount, so you can have 1 making medical supplies and 1 taking care of the med bay, if there is something in there that needs being taken care of. Also, yeah, this is a bit inefficient, so we'll definitely want to sort that out. How long does that take? It's a fairly slow process. Well, I'm not going to build another med bay medical workbench here, because I believe that one thing will probably do just fine for now. And there will be a time when we don't have that many miners in the mine, when we actually shift that entirely to robots. So we'll not use that many supplies then too. And yeah, it's gonna be cool. Okay, what do we have here? We have some metal, we have some plastics, or not too much though. We have some ore, that's ore, yeah. So I think it's a good idea to build a second processing unit for each of that. So let's make it symmetric. We'll do one here and we'll do one here. There we go. So this is going to be built. Funnily enough, those processing things require metals. Everything else requires ores, requires bioplastics. This requires metal. We also have some starch left over, so that's kind of neat. I suppose we'll get more starch. Okay. And I like how it's just 1 for 1. So you take one and you just process that one unit and it goes into building one resource. Anyway, oh wow, we had more starch than I expected. Or more ores. Oh, that's just ore. I always keep mixing those up. They look a bit similar. If you don't look closely, you can confuse the two. Also, I do think we might be... Yeah, I think we hit kind of an equilibrium here with food. So we shouldn't have more colonists. At least not without building another biodome. I kind of want to... build... do we have onions here? Radishes, onions, yeah. We don't have peas yet. Let's build some peas too. So that rounds off the amount of things we can make. And this is something you definitely want to see. Everything is in order. Also this. So semiconductors is something you want to build later on. We could get a carrier bot for a whopping $80 things. Well, 112 because we need to pay more. He doesn't have anything we really want except that carrier bot, which we can't afford. And we don't have anything we can really sell because this is all not looking too good as a stockpile. And we don't have that much money yet either. So let's just dismiss that trader and break off the episode here. Yeah, if you want to suggest things, or if you have tips or requests or anything, just leave a comment below. I'm always happy to see those. And I'll see you next time.